Now, Songbird is actually a film directed by Adam Mason and it stars KJ Apa, Demi Moore, Alexandra Daddario, and of course Sofia Carson. Songbird is about the COVID-23 virus and how it actually ruined the earth. People are in isolation, people are in quarantine, and they're trying to live their lives with the limitations they are given. We also have these people who are immune who became the essential workers, and well, considering the fact that they have been exposed to this virus 24/7, they have been living in isolation as well. Basically, this movie is a so much more shittier 2020. I actually was kind of looking forward to this film because, for one thing, I'm a huge fan of Sofia Carson, and another thing, and most importantly, is it actually piqued my interest because this movie was something that we audiences could be very much connect to. Unfortunately, this movie sucked. I mean, it hurt, man. I mean, this movie was really bad, which is a real shame because I really enjoyed the performances. KJ Apa was actually a standout for me, and of course Sofia Carson was actually really great in this. But again, they really didn't do much. I mean, there was no narrative to this film. I mean, there was a plot, and of course subplots, but there was no story to tell. I mean, each of these characters had something to do, but it really didn't go anywhere. There was absolutely nothing that kept you engaged. I mean, you were just kind of witnessed something, but nothing really came of it. You were just blah. It was really a big shame because these characters actually had very interesting subplots. I mean, they just really didn't do much. I actually like to give a special mention to Alexandra Daddario's character. I mean, she actually had a very interesting subplot, and there was this kind of character development that was supposed to go, but it really didn't go anywhere because they didn't really utilize it that well, and it was just a shame because she was about to have this connection with another character who was also in isolation, and it was actually really interesting because we have been, especially those who've been in quarantine and been alone, we have been through that phase. I mean, even though we weren't interacting with one another, I mean, just the presence of our online presence actually kind of helped us, which is actually kind of interesting, and I would really wanted it that they would have touched more on that, but they didn't really do nothing of it. They just presented it and then moved on for some reason. Personally, I honestly thought that we really should have been given a far more deeper connection with these characters. I mean, these guys were great. They did everything that they could in this film. They just really weren't given much. There was actually a film in Netflix called #Alive, and it is a zombie film, but at the same time it explored the psychological horrors of being alone or trying to survive things alone, and how human connection is really important to us. And yeah, a zombie film actually was so much more relatable to the shitty year we had in 2020 than an actual movie that about the COVID virus. I mean, this is a testament of how messed up and all over the place the narrative for Songbird was, and it was again a real shame because this was a film that was kind of supposed to be something that we kind of really should have connected to, but it was just blah. All in all, man, I mean, it hurt. I mean, I really wanted this to be good, but unfortunately it wasn't. I'm gonna give Songbird a 1.7. That's it, guys. That was my review for Songbird. I hope you guys liked it. Have you seen the movie? Are you gonna see the movie? Have you seen #Alive? What did you think about it? Comment everything down below. I know it was my first review. It was a little bit messed up and had a little too much editing, but hey, it's a learning process and I'm gonna try to do better. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed and thanks for watching.